Hello there, all my loyal subjects. It's Thanksgiving, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you in Kinsville. I've gathered my kins friends together, and we're going to have the annual Thanksgiving feast.
Ooh, King Julian, why do we celebrate Thanksgiving every November?
Twitchy, you're not familiar with the story? King Julian, neither am I. I've never heard the Thanksgiving story. Oh, where did it come from? Well, it all began many, many years ago in 1620. Well, in 1620, the Pilgrims set out from England for the New World. The first place they came upon was Cape Cod, but they did not find it suitable, so they went on to the mainland. So the Pilgrims moved on from Cape Cod, and they crossed Massachusetts Bay and landed at what would become known as Plymouth Plantation. The point of their arrival is known as Plymouth Rock. When the Pilgrims had come ashore, they found a wild and untamed land, unlike anything they had experienced in England. There were no houses, there were no roads. Everything was forested and wild and wooded. In these strange and different surroundings, the Pilgrims chose William Bradford to be their leader, and that first winter they decided to reside on the Mayflower before coming ashore and building homes the following spring. But the winter of 1620-1621 was very hard on the Pilgrims. Not all of them survived, and in the spring they set out to build their new home in a very new land. But the Pilgrims were not alone in the New World. Not far away from them, in the woods of Plymouth, were a tribe of Native Americans. The Pilgrims met the Native Americans in the woods of Plymouth. They were of the Abenaki Indian tribe, and they were led by Massasoit, and among them was a Native American named Squanto, who could speak English. Squanto and the Abenaki Wampanoags helped the Pilgrims survive and prosper in the new year. The new settlers did not know how to plant and grow crops in the New World, and Squanto and his friends showed them how. They used to plant fish along with the plant, and the dead fish would fertilize the plant, and the Pilgrims' crops grew and flourished throughout the first summer. Eventually, the Pilgrims established a community which became known as Plymouth Plantation. They built houses, but they were not like what we would know today. There was no running water, and as you may notice, they had no windows because there was no glass in the New World. Everything like that had to come from England aboard ships. After the Pilgrims' first summer came and went, they had a bountiful harvest in the fall. And to celebrate their good tidings, they invited their Native American friends to a harvest feast, which became known as Thanksgiving. And that is the story of how Thanksgiving became an American tradition celebrated every November. That story has made me so hungry, I'm just ready to dive in.
Oh, King Julian, I'm ready too. I'm starving.
Well, let the festivities begin. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Our delicious feast. Pilgrim, what are you doing underneath there? You've eaten everything. You've left nothing but crumbs for us.